Like, let's just hit me to go on the body. My stomach is touching, I ain't come for nothing, my nigga, I'm starving. Don't do all the extras, don't fold on the pressure, we do this shit often. With the smoke like a bong hit, running up like the body. I'm on a mission, like, let's just hit.
Yo! It's your boy City Hollow, aka Hollow McFly, and you're in this bitch with Smoking the City, episode 6, Dipper, Juughead Jones. What's up, my guys?
What's
up,
good,
guys?
It's wonderful to see you.
How you doing? How's it going? Young Dip, what's up, man?
Amazing. I'm doing amazing.
Hell yeah, I
Sticking
see
to
that.
my hustle.
I see that. I knows this. You know what I'm saying? God damn. How y'all end up late to your own interview is my question, though. The fuck?
I'm getting high.
That's that superstar shit. Yo, look, we supposed to be cool, and y'all over here, goddamn me, being late to a goddamn appointment. But it's all good. I fuck with y'all boys. If y'all don't know, Jipper Dipper, Juug Dipper. I'm high. I've been drinking, and that's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna have some fun here at Smoking the City. And before that, today's bud is brought to you by Cannabis Care. Delicious wedding cake. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not sure if it's gonna give me the actual THC. 31% though. You feel what I'm saying? So, big boy cookie, not big boy cookie, but big boy cake talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we smoking on today.
Need me the cake.
They were supposed to bring the high grade, but they slipping. So next time they'll definitely get that young high grade. Shout out to high grade. Before we get started, we do a Mando shot on the show. You drink, right? You drink, right?
Yes,
you
sir.
okay?
What is it?
We're finishing this. You okay?
Y'all drink, right?
It's just yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they do. They drink and smoke. We just gonna, you know what I'm saying?
So what's a Mando shot?
Mandatory.
Ah.
It's mandatory that we do this because I know I've had guests on here that don't necessarily smoke or can't smoke on camera. We're not gonna say who those people are, but hey. We're all good with protecting the brand. So if you can't smoke on camera and you can smoke off camera, it's all good with me. So we know people obviously can or can't smoke in that matter. So we bring the alcohol. Everybody can drink. Everybody's cool with a little drink, huh? You know, and most of the people that don't drink, they smoke. So I think Harvey was the only one that actually didn't take a shot because his ass don't drink for obvious reasons. Niggas, hey, once all it takes is one time for the liquor to fuck you up and you don't want no more. So I've learned my lessons. I know when to say quit.
Yeah.
And yeah. So we in this bitch. So what's up, guys? How y'all feeling?
Yo, man, feeling real good. Feeling blessed. Yeah,
sure?
absolutely.
Y'all see him? I can see him. Make sure we can see everybody here. We're gonna get some of this young wedding cake. Album, what just came out? Let them know what you just dropped. That thing was the City on Fire?
Actually, the last thing that we dropped was Dipper's Promise song.
Promise.
Yeah.
Dipper's Promise. Tell them where they can find that, young Dip.
I just got fucking feature with Futuristic. Put Juughead on the song, you know it's a hit.
Okay.
Send it to the stars.
Yeah.
It's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, SoundCloud if you can't afford the other ones, but you know, I'm looking out.
Amazon,
yeah,
music,
Google
Pandora,
Play,
yeah.
Go get that
All
Promise.
that.
That's their title.
These
Go
boys
crazy.
is actually dope. So man, shout out to y'all. They put me on the show before. Shout out to them. I show love, give credit where it's due. And I'm fucking with the young guys, man. Just showing them some support. You know what I mean? Fucking with them on a personal level too. You know, can't do that with everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely got big love for city, smoking the city, all that.
Man, appreciate it. So last project, well, that was y'all first project, right?
Yeah. Fire.
I guess it's like as a team duo,
Yeah.
tandem.
So how did that even come about? Like, yo, we just about to do a project, throw this show behind it. What was the whole, like, how did Juug and Dipper become
You want to tell them how we originally met?
Yeah,
Start from the start?
so the relationship kind of started.
Hold on.
Rosie.
Hey,
Crazy.
shout out Rosie.
Yeah,
I asked her,
Rosie.
can we get her on camera?
Rosie, hold on. You can't be doing that, Rosie. Shout out to our little pair. This is who's fucking up the young episode. Rosie. What's up, Rosie? You can't be doing
Hey,
that.
Rosie, shout out to the people.
We're filming right now, okay? Okay? Don't be doing shit like that. Go do something else.
Young Rosie.
Go do something. Pippin' wieners ain't easy, you heard?
Alright, so I think that's a good place to take this shot. Yeah, I'll take a shot to that.
Yeah.
Take a shot to Rosie for fucking
Hey,
it up.
Mandatory.
Free Rosie.
Yeah, free Rosie.
She wildin'.
She wildin'. See, she bugging. Come here. You just want to be a part of this. So, Juug Dipper, how does the City on Fire ordeal come together?
So
how do you guys? link up?
we originally met. I was going up to a show to go to the Kasky show, and then I ran into the whole group that the whole group. It was at like Union Station or something like
Union
that.
Station.
Right.
And we linked up and shit. And at the time, like I had like a bottle of Jameson or some shit, and I was like asking everybody that we were rolling with, hey, does anybody want to hit this? Everybody said no, except for Young Dip. So I was like, oh, bet. So I was like, "Yo, what's up? What's your name?" And he was like, "Yo, I'm Connor. What's yours?" And I was like, "Oh, yo, my name is Connor. I bet I won't forget you then."
Classic. We have the same name, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't even like rapping serious at the time. Really, like I was introducing myself as Dipper, so that's how I know I wasn't like really serious about my craft.
Okay.
And then we that relationship kind of built over time. Like I was originally living in Pueblo at the time, trying to establish myself as an artist up in Springs because that's where the money was at the time. So every time I would come up to Springs and whatnot, I'd pull up, we smoke gas, bullshit, found out we had a lot in common. And then the City on Fire kind of came about as a result of like, there was another show that was supposed to happen that Black P was going to do, shout outs to Black P. And it kind of like didn't come about as planned. And I was originally like, oh, since that show fell through, I didn't want to do anything. And Dip hit me and he was like, "Hey, we should just headline. Like fuck that. Like let's just do a bid."
Right.
And I was like, "Shit." And then from there we started putting an event together.
Okay. And that was the first event y'all put together after clicking up, and then
literally we did one.
But you done music though.
We did one.
But when you
song.
met him, you weren't on the Dipper shit. But you was already doing music because
I was in that little group beforehand and whatnot.
He was in a group like a big group originally, and it kind of like disbanded. But we had done shows together before. He was doing like the music group shit, so like he wasn't really doing a whole lot of solo shit. So like I was really on my solo shit at the time. And then I got like an opportunity to do like the Dizzy Wright show. And it was like in concurrence with his graduation, so like he like got to do like the graduation, and then like he like we shared the stage for Dizzy Wright.
Word.
And then like we did like the Futuristic show together, and that went crazy, and that was kind of how like killing the Futuristic show was kind of what brought about that relationship. So that was kind of cool. Like so it was kind of like we were always like in the same space, like and I was doing my thing and he was doing his, and then like the cards I guess or the stars kind of lined up, and we started like really like working together, not just like kicking it or on bullshit, you know.
Right.
And it really clicked. The City on Fire fired off, you know. There was one cat that was on the show, you know, Big City Hollow. So shout out to Big City Hollow, City on Fire.
Yeah.
And we did the City on Fire like in that way, like even the title, because we just saw a bunch of people really putting in work, and like we wanted to highlight what the city had to offer, like kind of in a new. Like, you know, like, we felt like we were bringing together a couple different corners of the city, a couple different people.
Definitely.
Scenes that didn't run together.
There's a lot of people out here doing their thing, and not everybody gets the recognition. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got different styles of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm different from y'all, but that don't mean we can't connect on, you know what I'm saying, this music shit and, you know, put something together and do it for the town. Everybody's got these egos and all this extra bullshit going on when, hey, none of us has made it yet. So get your head out your ass, you know what I'm saying, and goddamn try to do something for the motherfucking me town. Because people can say what they've done for the town, and really it's a lot of bullshit. And we not even gonna go into that. We will at a later date and time, but niggas know what's up. Like, just I don't know. Everybody's such for self. You know what I'm saying? I did that shit with my project. I tried to get as many individuals as I could on the project that people really, not saying they didn't fuck with, but never, you know what I'm saying? That did music, but people don't necessarily really know. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, who's really fucking with people in the city like that? Everybody's always, oh, if he ain't got a name or if he ain't attached to this or that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, there's a lot of good talent out here. A lot of people know a lot of different things. Just from fucking with you, I've learned so much within this, you know what I'm saying, small amount of time that me and you even been, you know what I mean, chopping it up and shit and being around each other. So, nigga, you can learn from everybody. We're all in this music shit, so niggas gotta just fuck with each other, man, and not be on no bullshit. That's how I feel. That's why I'm doing the show. I'm fucking with everybody. I'm trying to give everybody a place to come kick it, get to know me, I get to know y'all. Y'all get to know us, you know what I'm saying? And goddamn me, we have a good time, man. So that's really what it's about. So y'all did the smoke or the city on fire. That was good, obviously. I was there. That was a dope show. Great motherfucking me turnout.
Yeah, shout outs to everybody for buying the tickets and coming out. That was a real blessing. We got to, we were actually the last live music performance that got to happen before COVID-19.
Really? That's what's city. Fucking crazy. So yeah, obviously we're still going on. It's June, and we're still dealing with motherfucking COVID. Yes, we're still trying to come out of it and go outside and live our normal day-to-days, but yeah, we're still definitely going through motherfucking COVID. And I remember, because the show was on the 7th, I was sick the night before the fucking show.
Yeah,
but
we
barely, like, bro, that hot and cold shit, like, that, I had those symptoms. And before I even had that, I had that fucking dry-ass cough that I'm like, and I don't even cough when I smoke the bud. You know what I'm saying? Since I quit smoking cigarettes. So I knew, I'm like, some fuck's going on. I got a tickle in my throat I cannot get rid of. Then wham, I get hit with that shit day before the show. Then what? I'm there, still do my thing, not necessarily 100%, and then guess what? COVID strikes. Like, what the fuck? And not even putting two and two together till after the fact. Like, yo, I think I probably had the COVID.
Shit, don't.
Man, look, y'all motherfuckers, y'all been around me since then, so clearly y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna get nothing.
Yeah,
what I had was gone.
I don't think I had it either. I think I'm straight.
Yeah, that shit is no joke, man. How do y'all even feel?
You would definitely know if you had that shit with
I had them symptoms, because there was one, the boy Michael Yo, he caught it. Took him down. He was down for weeks, 8 weeks or some shit like that, in the hospital and everything. His mom caught it, but only had it for like 24, 48 hours or some shit like that. Just got a fever and some more shit, shook that, bounced right back. Like, what the?
Yeah, it affects everybody differently. It's definitely unique. I've been trying to like stay informed about all of that,
So saying informed, what have you been informed thus far? Enlighten us. And some of these children today.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, first of all, I think that like the thing that like struck me the most was just the asymptomatic carriers and like how many of those that there probably are.
Right.
People that become carriers of the virus aren't necessarily like they won't develop symptoms. Especially like, and that's like super important to people like me or Dipper, you know what I'm saying? We're young,
Yeah.
So like if we become asymptomatic carriers, there's a high probability of us giving it to somebody and then them developing it, but they aren't asymptomatic.
Yeah.
And that, like, you know what I'm saying, is kind of like my fear because everyone's entitled to their beliefs and how they feel about COVID. But me personally, like, whether we think it's like of the severity that it's been drummed up to be or not, I think that it's a global health crisis.
It's still an issue. It's a real issue.
And I really wish that the country had proper leadership, because you see lots of examples of countries that were able to get their outbreaks under control, and now they're about to go to business as usual. And unfortunately, like, through the spread of misinformation and just the mishandling of the pandemic in general, we're kind of we're at an unfortunate place right now where I feel like we're gonna reopen, and you know, unfortunately, the protests and whatnot are going on right now, and I think that a lot of people are about to get hit with the second wave, and it's real unfortunate, but like.
Definitely.
I am concerned, and I do urge people, you know what I'm saying, my friends, and like, take it seriously, especially if you have family members who are at risk, because, you know, like, nothing is worse than losing a loved one in the way that, like, they've been treating the, like, COVID shit, making people, they have to die alone.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say.
That's a horrible fate for somebody.
You cannot have visitors. That shit sucks. That's not how anybody wants to go out. Not even to be able to have a funeral and, you know, have your people come say goodbye, or let alone have somebody come visit you. You know, they're saying people had to try to make FaceTime calls to their people and shit. Like, that's... I couldn't fucking imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit is... Regardless, like you said, regardless of what the fuck you feel or how it's happened, and it's not a motherfucking hoax. In the way that it's being presented, it's a lot of fugazi shit going on, but niggas definitely getting knocked out by the Roni Tony, so I'm gonna need y'all to stay safe, and like Jerry Springer say, hey, take care of yourself and each other. You dig what I'm saying? That's real shit.
Absolutely.
So the high grade thing, how did y'all even start getting, like, because you guys are sponsored by High Grade, right? So how did that even...
Shout out to the brand.
Shout out to High Grade. Smoking the City is looking for some sponsorship too. So you got the boys in here. We need it. You know,
the Springs need the syrup.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, Springs. So the demand for the syrup is
going crazy right now.
Yeah. So how'd that even come about, and what, you know? Can you tell us a little bit more about the High Grade and break it down? If you want to break it down, I know you get real scientific with this shit. So
you get the sauce, but not the secret.
The
sauce, but not the secret.
Yeah, you can have the sauce, but the secret. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I've been fucking with the brand for a minute because, you know what I'm saying. Quick moment of honesty. When I originally came to Colorado, I was moving from the Pacific Northwest, and I was like acting real wild and shit like that, and I was a little bit spun off of like just the opiates and shit like that. I started sipping syrup and moved to like popping the yerks, and like I knew that like I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. It was like I was having like stomach bleeds and shit like that. It was not, my body did not respond to that type of shit well at all. I was drinking heavy, so like I switched to like, I was like, yo, I'm gonna give this a shot. Back when High Grade was like first around in like 2016. So their Instagram, they had just made an Instagram, and I was like following them, and I looked, and I was like, oh shit, that's the shit that like I was like, and I'd fucked with this shit for years, you know.
Right.
So I was like, oh shit, the brand recognition clicked, and I hit him with the yo shit is like fire, like I love it, like it's helped me through like a really rough time. I think they really connected with the story or whatever. Me and Dip went up there just to meet him, chop game, you know what I'm saying, really just show love, and they really started rocking with us, and from there it was a lot of love, you know what I'm saying, good minds, good business, you know what I'm saying. That always is what needs to like be your reputation, which you have precede you, and like real hustle recognized real hustle. So we clicked up with them and have continued to build that relationship. So shout outs to High Grade. Dip, you want to tell them about what we've been doing with High Grade?
We've been working on a crazy collaboration t-shirt with the brand's High Grade.
Okay.
And it's going to be a collaboration of PNP, Progress and Proceed record label, and High Grade from Denver. And we're going to be exclusively limiting it to 100 shirts and dropping it as soon as we get the final design of shirts in.
Okay.
Should be hopefully $25 to $30, but it's gonna be one of the coolest designs you've ever seen.
Hey, your price is your price.
And very innovative for the city and the movement.
Don't short
that
yourself.
We're trying to do.
Right.
We're trying to shine it that there's a lot of good clothing brands out here too, as long as artists, and putting them together is just a whole nother world that we could get into, business wise.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sounds good. And that's going to be ready when you guys think, so they can, and where can they find that, if anything, so that way they can...
Hopefully, we're shooting for the next 2 weeks to get everything finalized and dropped and shirts in. But, you know, with all this other stuff going on right now, shipping could be delayed.
Okay.
Obviously,
yeah,
but
shit is being delayed. Just sending regular packages out is like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
I definitely.
But we gotta keep working. Work through it.
Yeah, because
work through it.
Merch, go get your great mouth.
Yeah.
He came to the show ready. You dig what I'm saying? Get you some Great Mountain apparel. You dig what I'm saying? On the Facebook, on the Instagram. Put your order in, all that good stuff. So, what was it like growing up? Like hobbies outside of music? I mean, like you said, you're not really from here. You didn't really say. You said I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I don't know what the fuck that means. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like dip.
But I was born and raised Colorado, so I'm loyal to my soil out here. I know Juug's a little different, but I almost was born in Wisconsin.
Right. Okay.
And so my mama is originally from Wisconsin, and she came out here with her dad, like very early on in her teenage years.
Okay.
And so it's definitely a blessing to be born inside a money economy. There's not really crazy stuff going on in Wisconsin like there is in Colorado, with weed getting legalized in 2014, which opened a whole new gateway to making money and a whole new industry and a whole new job lineup. It wasn't the same old manual labor or you gotta go to school, you gotta go to college to even make something of yourself. There was just a lot more doors opening for. I think it was really cool for young kids because my generation, it was more like you could do whatever you want. But I know like you probably growing up, it was more like, oh y'all need to go to school. Like it was like if you don't have a college degree, if you don't, then you're gonna be on your ass down bad. Like you have no choice.
There's so many different things you guys can take advantage of, especially with this internet world, man. Now and just all the shit that you have access to, man. And the endless amounts of information. At your fingertips, you know what I'm saying? Like
motherfuckers make bread like video game streaming and shit now.
Yeah, real shit. No, that's like
crazy.
And it's good money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely good money. So how did y'all even manage to get the futuristic feature? Like that must have. Did y'all know him, or is that something you just like y'all fucking with Juug and Dip? And
well, we'll be honest. Shout out to Black P. He got me to connect. I reached out to a bunch of different artists at the time because I was just ready. I was like, I'm ready to take this next step into my craft and show people how serious I really am about what I do. Because a lot of people still look at me in my old ways. Like, if you went to high school with me, you know my music wasn't very good. But right as I graduated, started doing all these shows, getting around all these different opportunities and artists and people that are actually fucking with me.
Real shit.
It started showing.
Okay.
The work ethic was there, so why couldn't you give me another opinion?
And what high school did you go to?
So freshman year, I went to Doherty High School, but then I went to Wasson. I switched. I was doing it for auto mechanics and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so I was really into that, and then I really got into that rap group at the time, and stuff started going really good for me. So I get a lot of like my passion and seeing it right in my face more than just streaming it every day.
Right.
And so I was like, it's go time. I told my auto teacher because he was a really good man. Shout out to Mr. Cheshire. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Good Christian man. I really like him. He's a really nice man. You know, he by the book kind of guy.
Okay.
Real shit.
Right. So.
And so I told him, I was like, yo, my music's going good.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, go for it then. Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Man. There's room for everybody, man. Chase your motherfucking new dreams, man. Do what you want to do. They go for anybody and everybody, all shapes, sizes, and colors you dig. Don't ever give a fuck what you trying to do, man. Just do something. Get off your ass. Do something. How did? There's a lot of questions we could be asking. So, Juughead Jones. How the fuck? What the fuck? Like. I'm Juughead. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah. So I was actually, my family is from from the west side of Colorado Springs.
Shout out to the west side.
Yeah, like Green Mountain Falls, like 3 generations back, like in the Manitou, then like west side Colorado Springs, like my mom went to Coronado and shit like that back in like the 80s and shit like that. I'm sure it was like,
my mom went to Palmer. Shout out to Coronado. Shout out to Palmer.
Yeah, shout out to them. So I was born actually in Springs, and then I grew up mostly in Fremont County, Prison Valley. It's like southwest of here, if you know where that's at. I graduated from Florence High School, and I ended up going to school out in Washington, D.C. at Howard University.
That's right. You went to an HBCU. Fuck with the niggas for real, huh? Okay.
Shout out to Howard HU. No, yeah, also CP while I'm at it. But I really enjoyed my HBCU experience. I ended up going from there to the Pacific Northwest and spent a lot of time in Spokane, Seattle, Portland, like knocking back and forth. When I went to Howard, I got like a completely different look in the life than I'd ever been presented. Like those that don't know, like Canyon City, especially like that at one point was like the predominant like KKK headquarters of like Colorado. So like, and it's still like super prevalent today. Like, not trying to like shame like the city or anything. Like I think that part of like where I come from, like I think that's like made me the man that I am. Like it's an interesting place, you know, but it's still a lot of racism, and it's still like there's just like a lot of white people there. There's no diversity. It's not a lot of different ways of thinking. Like it's kind of just the one thing. It's pretty rural. You know, there's a lot of farm shit going on. Like so like going to
shit.
So going from that to like the heart of Northwest Washington D.C. was definitely like a culture shock, I guess is what I call it. And like it was completely different. And then like being around, you know what I'm saying, like the most like honed source of like black excellence was definitely like really like enriching. And while I was there, like I attended for African American studies, so like I was gaining a lot of knowledge and like insight into the world, and like just like shit that I would have never ever been exposed to in my home. And like it definitely radicalized me a lot, you know what I'm saying, and like my thoughts and like my like philosophies. But I really enjoyed that experience. While I was there, you know, it's known as like the Black Howard, and then like the Howard Homecoming and all of the different festival events that are super cultural and like have a lot of significance. I got exposed to a lot of performers, and I got to see a lot of young entrepreneurs, and then really like have a space where like I was able to connect and learn with a lot of like people that were significant to the city and even in music entertainment industry. That's when I linked up with like the people that I linked up with, and I started considering music. And then all of my friends there were like, "Yo, you're actually really good. Like, you should take it serious."
Right.
So after college, and I dropped out. It didn't work out all the way for me, but I encourage everyone. You know what I'm saying? Go to school, and it's definitely go to an HBCU. Go get that fucking education. Go make that experience for yourself. School is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be a fool. School's cool. Don't be the tool. Be a tool, or
don't be a tool.
Use a tool. Real shit.
But went to the Pacific Northwest. That's when I really took to like learning the music industry and shit like that. Was like, yo, I'm gonna do this shit. And I really like spent my time there learning, seeing how I felt like the ins and outs work and shit like that. Then I came to Colorado.
Okay.
Got back to work. I figured, you know, you got to stay in your home state first. You know, you can't unless you can go like sell out a crowd in your home state. How are you supposed to blow up anywhere? Started building and shit. Started gigging, and now like linked up with Dip. We got P&P popping. That's the platform we use to release music. It's the platform that we're using to collaborate with High Grade. Go get your P&P merch. Hit me up. But yeah, it's been a really cool journey, and it's taken me a while. I still don't have any like solid debut project out yet. Okay. It's taken me a really long time. I dropped my first song, Shot, in 2018, and it went really well. So then I dropped 2 or 3 more songs, and then I linked up with Dipper, and we've been working. I'm really excited. My debut project, Hoochie's, Lucy's, and Sushi.
And sushi, because you used to be a sushi chef, right?
Yeah.
Or, well, no, so you're not sushi chefing right now, but you can still whip up some shit at any given time with the right utensils.
Contemporarily trained sushi chef.
Okay, for sure. Chopping that motherfucking raw. You dig what I'm saying?
But that
No, it's not, hold on. What is it on? No. It's on. Wait. I don't know. I passed this. Man, smoke that shit. It's smoke in the city, man. I don't know.
Smoke in the city. Just smoke.
Project on the way. Shout outs to Dipper. He helped me really start to like believe in myself.
Right.
Rosie.
She's back.
Hey man, shout
And
outs to
better.
Rosie.
Don't be being stupid, Rosie.
Hey Rosie, what's cracking?
Fucking up to the podcast, man. They ain't gonna like this. They gonna say it's unprofessional. He had a dog and his dog was barking and shit. Fuck y'all. Fuck whoever got something to say about what goes on here, bitch.
We do it live.
Yeah, live at 5, sometimes at 6.
Sometimes it's 6:30.
Because he had to show up late
You
to his
did,
own
you know
interview
what I'm
just to
saying?
say it.
So what,
Yeah, exactly.
So I know shit has kind of just been down, and you know the whole COVID thing and all that. But what are your take? How do you guys feel about the local scene here? You know what I'm saying? Good, bad, like you know, artists out here. If you choose to speak on, we're not here to talk down on nobody, but just
I love all artists. There's a lot of good artists.
see
in this
shit
city.
like that.
I try to put on my own following to other artists just to show like you guys don't have to be so judgmental. You can take a step and not compare a local artist to your favorite artist.
Yeah.
It's not, you can't compare. You gotta just listen and kind of learn and understand how these others might feel and what they put into their music.
Right.
Because everybody makes different music, and I
That's
feel
it.
like that's what makes you you.
Right.
That's the most important thing about it. Music is just another art form. So, listen to that music, you should be able to tell a lot about another person.
Yeah.
So if you don't even take the time to listen, then why are you hanging out with that person? Why are you trying to say, "Oh, that's my homie"? That's especially if you even support him. Like,
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing about it. But I feel like, the cake hitting.
Be truthful. Shit. I mean, we all in this shit together. I mean, I'm stepping on the not out of the music shit, but into the whole. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you, sir. The media side of shit. So, you know, I it don't really matter what I think about the local scene. It's been years, and it's getting better, but it could be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? If people just stopped trying to hide the keys to success and everybody just worked together, we all trying to get to this one common goal. You know what I'm saying? Build those bridges and don't burn them. And hey, man, I got plugs with this motherfucker. You got plugs with this. Help each other build a show. You know what I'm saying? Get good artists, not these trashy ass motherfuckers that don't even know they shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, see, I'm gonna have to take you somewhere, man. You can't be doing that. You're fucking up the vibe, Rosie.
Come on, Rosie.
Come on, Rosie.
Rosie.
You're fucking up the vibe, Rosie. But it could be a lot better, man. I just wish people would actually care more to not just worry about themselves. I know it seems like it's an individual race and life is, but man, we all trying to fuck with each other with this music. You know what I'm saying? All videographers should be trying to fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? All musicians alike, all goddamn me. Anybody that's doing anything, all cooks. Like, yeah, we're all in the same shit. I don't look at you or never looked at y'all as competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, nor do I look at anybody in the city, even with me doing the podcast shit now. Nobody's my competition. I'm my competition. You know what I'm saying? I owe it to myself to, you know what I'm saying, do better and try to accomplish things to succeed. I don't.
That's true.
I owe either one of y'all, but my time to be trying to be in competition with somebody that's doing just because we happen to be doing the same shit, rapping or podcasting or selling clothes or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck it is, like that shit's corny to me.
Yeah, I feel like our relationship especially demonstrates like that, cause like we like could be like in competition or like hating on each other, like whether it's the music, or it's the clothes, or it's the like I don't know, motherfuckers hit each other for any reason. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Like it has absolutely nothing. Like I think that stems from like insecurity. Like you don't need to be like worried about like what the next man is doing.
Right.
Like in my opinion, like if like I see somebody that like I'm like, yo, that person is obviously excelling at what they're doing. Like, I personally feel like I have a track record, like, and I feel like it speaks around me. Like, I'm like, yo, let's get work. Like, and I don't cut corners, and then like I support people and like try and put them on in the capacity that I have. Like, I've tried to do that, whether that's like working with Jordan, tagging him on shit when people are like, oh, hey, I need a videographer.
Right.
Like, I do that like all that time. I did that shit with other videographers I've worked with. Like I saw you. I was like, yo, you're dope. I really need records with you. Like, I really like want to like have put you in a like I want you. Can you do this show? Like, yo, I really want to work with you in other senses. And like we've been able to like have our conversations and build on like what we're trying to build. Like, and I feel like I don't know. I know that like my goal at the end, it doesn't. I see nobody obstructing it but myself.
Right.
And, like, you should always put your best foot forward. And even with the music shit, like, I try to reach out to artists and shit like that. And, like, it's, yeah, you should just show love. Like, at the end of the day, like, we're all trying to work toward the same goal. So, like, how could you hate on the next man for trying to figure out his way?
Yeah.
Like, nobody's perfect. And, like, I don't know, you look at the keys to, like, being at that level. You want to be a Nipsey. You want to be a Jay-Z. You want to be a fucking Nas, like, you want to be fucking anybody except for 50 Cent. Like, there's, hate is not, like, in that formula. You got to build business, you got to, like, build relationships, you got to, like, you know, your energy, your aura, you got to, like, let people feel that, and the only way they're going to feel that is if you be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Remain authentic, and, like, I don't know. I just, like I said, I can't concern myself with what the next man is doing. Like, we got a whole team we're trying to fucking feed over here, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, also, shout-outs to Wi-Fi Money, apparently, you know what I'm saying? Use code Juug Dip to get 15% off. Wi-Fi
It's a good time for our special advertisement.
Punk bitch.
hey, shameless self-plug. Hey, that could be your sponsorship. Hit me up.
Definitely. So,
Facts.
what advice?
You can get connected too, just
sorry,
like Wi-Fi.
Hey, I'm in that bitch. You already know what time it is. So, what? 2 questions. So, which one of your biggest? I feel like I'm about to cough. One of your biggest failures, I should say, or something that was devastating. I guess didn't go your way, and this whole music shit, and then. How did you ever overcome it?
What you got? You go first.
Honestly, I haven't had any too big of failures. I think you can measure success by your own person. You gotta see, what have I actually done that's like kind of winning to me.
Right.
I've been pretty good from the start on like what routes I take and what plans I try to make or the next step I'm gonna take.
Right.
Kind of deal. So just from the base, I can't think of really a lot of failures because I'm not even to be like cocky or anything, except I could get better at like trying to promote on certain platforms. Right. Really, I guess that could be my biggest failure is I need to take more time to really sit down and push more on what I do instead of just making because really at the end of the day it is quality over quantity. Right. Especially with music and how people will base it. So.
Right. No, definitely. See.
But I just overcame that by, I don't know, just sitting down more with Juughead and kind of like just making a plan for every single thing that I do. So I'm always one step ahead of that, one step ahead kind of deal. Right. And I think that's the best way you can do it. And after a while of just grinding it out, maybe something will happen. It's just a small loophole you got to jump through to really make it in the music industry, just kind of like sports. Right. So it's really just that chance. You just got to take that chance and keep going. Keep grinding. Even when you make it, you got to keep grinding. You don't want to fall off. You want to keep grinding. Yeah, definitely. You got to be money hungry at all times. You got to be trying to get your next meal.
That motherfucking P. Diddy said he paid $100 million in taxes. That's a lot of motherfucking money.
That's the B's though, right? He's a billionaire, right?
Yeah,
Can we fact check
so.
that?
Can we fact check it? We can fact check it. We can fact check that. Is P. Diddy?
Hey, Diddy went to Howard. And Diddy dropped out too. So basically, what I'm saying is I'm the next Diddy.
Hey, I'm with it. What the fuck you talking about? Is P. Diddy billionaire? Does he have a brother? The shit that pops up. No. 820 million. He's almost there.
So close.
He's almost there.
P. Diddy.
I want to see that answer real quick.
Who's the richest, Jay-Z or P. Diddy? Jay-Z overtakes P. Diddy as wealthiest hip-hop artist of 2018. Net worth, P. Diddy as of 2020.
Yeah, so Jay-Z is 900 million. Dre is the first hip hop billionaire.
Yeah, no,
that's what I was thinking of.
Dre got that shit first, and then Jay-Z.
All right, fuck it. I'm not the next Diddy. I'm the next.
Kanye
Dre.
too, right? Didn't he get that one too?
Yeah.
Gotta be greater.
Yeah, you know.
Dre, shoot for the Dre.
Call me Dr. Juug.
It's like
platinum plaques on the way. Still dripping, not slipping.
Think about that shit.
So.
Motherfuckers was not billionaire. There's so many billionaires nowadays, and they're the ones that you never thought, but like that nigga's a billionaire.
I know one of the richest people is like that. I think it's like his name is like Guzman or something like that. And he's like, he made his money like buying cell phone towers or like wireless shit in like Mexico. Richest man in Mexico, swear to God.
What? That's crazy. We could richest man in Mexico.
Yeah, look it up.
We fact check our shit over here. You heard what I'm saying? You stupid bitch.
Weed, no misinformation. Smoke in the city, real shit.
Yeah.
You heard? Google. Do your fucking Googles.
Do your fucking Googles, guys. The fuck I look like lying to my fucking fans, huh? I fucking look like Mocky Mock.
You
fuck out of here.
Fucking weasel tweed.
That's the guy I'm thinking of.
Carlos Slim.
Carlos fucking Slim, guy. Guzman. I'm
name.
thinking of fucking Chapo.
Mexico, Carlos Slim.
But that's
Carlos.
8.1
billion
according to Bloomberg's billionaire.
That's the money I need to touch.
That's a lot of money, bro.
How do you?
That's a lot of you got
crazy.
to have a lot of shit going on. Like to sustain, it's easier to get it, but to keep what?
Bro, and he's been that. He's been that.
Okay, we're about to
Carlos
see.
Fucking Slim, huh?
Carlos Mencia.
Call me Carlos.
Slim. Shout out to fucking Carlos Slim, you rich son of a bitch.
Hey, get in
Carlos
touch.
Slim.
Get in touch, Carlos Slim. Let's do business.
Nah, not in a bad way, because if you got some money though, what's up with
Smoke in the city.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put you on. Let me work.
This motherfucker, look. You might take it the wrong way. What, richest people? I just want to see. I just want to see who the fuck. So this is all net worths are current estimates as of March 18th, 2020. So this is just, I guess, America? Because since he was in Mexico. So we got Jeff Bezos.
Oh, that's the guy who founded Amazon.
At number 1.
Fuck Jeff Bezos.
We got Bill Gates. Fuck Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates.
We got Bernard
Arnault.
Reuters. Reuters. The fuck is that? Family Reuter and family. Warren Buffett, Alex Wong. Why is there 2 people after that? Larry Ellison. Oh, okay. Bet. Armancio Ortega. Mark Zuckerberg. Boy, you dropping down on that list, Zuck. You didn't let Bezos come kick you in your ass. Jim Walton. There are 15 richest people in the world right now. I don't think we're going to do all that. But shout out to the rich motherfuckers other than Bill Gates. And Zuckerberg be acting like a punk ass nigga too, but it's all good. You talk that talk for real.
Fuck the rich, but yo, we finna
do something. Yeah. Do something that ain't detrimental to society. Do something, y'all information stealing motherfuckers. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now. I ain't trying to get my page shut down because I need to be able to get out the information. But y'all, we know what's up. So we ain't fucking stupid. He ain't fucking stupid. And because I have him around, I am not stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Because we gonna learn shit. You dig what I'm saying? So I know we got the COVID shit going on. Shit's kind of slowly opening up, doing this goddamn thing. What's next as far as like Juug Dipper, whether it's music, videos, any individual things going on? Like what's the fucking plan? Like what's the first
I got a crazy ass. So everybody's kind of been waiting on a debut solo mixtape from me.
Okay.
So I was like, fuck it.
What's the title?
I started. I was like, and I'm almost finished, but still dripping, not slipping on the way.
Still dripping, not slipping. Ooh, bitch.
So
Hey, Sauce Walker, man, come holler
still
at this
dripping,
boy,
not
man.
slipping.
The boy Dipper dripping. You feel me?
Sushi's the Hoochies, Lucy's, and Sushi on the way as well. Debut mixtape. Shit's about to slap, yo. I might need City. I might need City on it.
I'm with it.
We cooking.
I do podcasts now, but I'm definitely with it, man. You already know what time it is.
Yeah.
They ain't fucking with me.
You definitely no, nobody's really fucking with you. You definitely got the bars.
Man,
I know you in this shit for life. We don't
it's
do
the
it now.
truth. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited for that project. Stay tuned. I want to say it's no later than October 4th that y'all finna get it. But first, you know what I'm saying? My young gunna gotta eat.
Right. Definitely.
Still dripping, not slipping.
So I'm gonna ask you this, and I know it's a crazy time right now.
Crazy.
With a lot of racism shit going on. So with you going and attending at HBCU and that culture shock and whatnot, how do you feel about the current situation of on my apologies because I'm terrible at names, but George Floyd, like what are your thoughts on like what the fuck is going on right now as far as of course the incident, we already know that shit was dead wrong, but just all this protesting and looting and just you know what I mean, like they might be talking shit because I'm asking a white boy, but I mean we've been doing this peaceful protest shit for years and shit ain't working. Shit still is an issue, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers don't want to get violent, but it seems like when people get violent, it's like y'all kind of want to oh shit, now you know what I'm saying, and we ain't been doing that for the longest time, you know what I mean? So for you to always put that stigma out there and treat us as such, and then when we have something like this erupt, you know what I'm saying, because it's happened so many times and not on camera. Now it's it's right the fuck here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just asking you. Just I know we know each other. We kick it. So and
yeah. So actually, I'm really glad you asked me that. Like on Smoking the City, because I think that I would like to encourage other white rappers. It's important. Like as white people, like appropriating black art or occupying like black space. Like it's definitely like it's our responsibility to be the first like voice when it comes to speaking out on issues, especially inequalities or violence toward the black community. But I think that there's like two things that I want to touch on. I think that I completely agree with the protest. If anything, I say take it up a notch. People that have problems with protests, my thing that I have to point out to you is if you don't want people to protest, you don't want people to riot, you need to change the way that people are living or the way that people feel. Right. That's a clear indicator that something's wrong. Nobody just wakes up every day and says, hey, you know what? Let's go fuck up the Foot Locker. Yeah. And like when people are upset, people damage things. You know what I'm saying? People speak out and like I don't understand, like, personally what people expect at this point, People kneel, you know what I'm saying, on a football field, and they're told, don't do that. That's wrong. Yeah. People wear shirts. They install a dress code. Like, people speak out. They're told, yo, stick to your shit. Dribble a ball or write raps. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers try to speak out and use their platforms, and they're silenced or they're muffled. So, like, it's a just reaction, and I think that, especially right now, I think that part of it is like the symptom of coming off of quarantine. People just really need to be outside, but I do see a lot more participation and a lot more people decrying what's going on, as like when I did like when Trayvon Martin was murdered, and I was living in DC at that time when that happened, and I was part of those protests, and like it's I think that we need to continue to be vocal and we need to not let it stop. my worry is it's going to go like every other single time. You know what I'm saying? We riot for a few days, like when the riots happened in Baltimore. You know, in 2016.
Yep.
I think that we need to amp it up a notch, and I want to urge people, you know what I'm saying? People that find themselves in the streets, you need to find your ass in a motherfucking voting booth.
Yeah.
Because I saw all this vocal support for Bernie Sanders, especially from people in my demographic, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Bernie or bust, yada yada yada, and like he had the lowest turnout in like youth votes, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers need to get their ass off Twitter and like get your ass in a voting booth. I think
everybody has a voice, but don't actually exercise. Practice what they preach type shit.
We don't take advantage of a lot of the platforms and rights and abilities that we have to make change. And like, you know what I'm saying? It goes deeper than just getting on Facebook Live and going find yourself in the streets. You need to make sure that like you're in tune with what your community needs to do. Like I'm participating in the media blackout, you know what I'm saying, until shit like starts, until we see like justice served, not releasing music, not really promoting music. There's going to be a business blackout, I think June 2nd, where you exclusively only spend money at a black-owned business. I'll be participating.
2nd or 7th? Something like that.
Yeah, I'll definitely be participating in that, and I've been urging my peers to take part in that as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that like make sure you go to your town meeting, and we need to hold police accountable, and we need to hold the people that we elect accountable, and like more so now than ever, you have a voice and you have a platform to speak out. Use it, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass like to a soup kitchen, like go do God's work, you know what I'm saying? And like now so more than ever, like make sure that you speak out to inequalities and injustices that you see every single day. Like fuck all lives matters, man. Like you need to take care, and like there's a lot going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? But like there's nothing, it's time now so more than ever to act upon these types of things. And like we as people, as long as we continue to organize, like we will be felt and we will be heard. You know, silence is violence, and like I refuse to allow immunity for killing the community.
Yeah.
Like and like, you know, as a white person, like, or especially in like black art, and you know what I'm saying, as a business partner and as a friend, like I always try and put my best foot forward and like representing like P&P, our brand, what we do, and like always extend like whatever I can to like be the best ally and like help you like perpetuate your message. Like that's our responsibility. And like yeah, like I'm really happy to like see, I think like our community especially like growing, and like I think that young people are polarized by the issue.
Right.
So it's like it's now more so than ever, like use your voice, like be a part of the like, and if we dismantle the system within itself, then I think that we could actually work toward like separating like inequalities and racism out of the framework of this country, because that's necessary.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, fuck 5-0. Fuck pigs. You know the vibes. You see me in my blue jumpsuit. I look like a drug dealer from 1991. I ain't doing nothing, officer.
Doing nothing, officer.
Very well said. Like I think it needs to. I'm not gonna say start with a conversation, but there's definitely a bigger conversation that needs to be had, and sometimes there needs to be demonstration. Sometimes somebody has to get hurt, and it's only because you beat a dog so much. How long before that dog fucking turns on you? Like, bitch, you ain't gonna keep fucking biting on me or beating on me and treat me like shit. Only some people will have it in them to continue to just keep getting beat down. You know what I'm saying? Look at Tina Turner. It's a prime example. You ain't gonna hear me no motherfucking Mo Ike. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real shit. I'm being funny, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you gotta put it in that perspective for people to even understand. Like, you gotta bring a little bit of joy with the pain, but it's real shit. Sometimes that's what it takes, and it sucks. But this is what these individuals have brought upon themselves. Are we gonna say the whole entire police department? No, because not every police officer in every police department is that way. But every officer that has ever shot an unarmed any minority, let alone just black person, you know what I'm saying? Like, any minority, you know what I'm saying? They have family just like you. How the fuck would you feel if those roles were reversed? You know what I mean? And it's just a lot that has to go into fuck, I don't even, the training, or people can say all kind of bullshit. Some people just don't need to be cops. I seen a sign one of these chicks had on the protest that said, "Yo, ain't nobody tell your scary ass to be no cop."
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Have the right people. I just want to say this: have the, and I've been said that, not in conversation on here, but have the right people in the right neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that,
especially when it comes to locals. You know what I mean? Like, if I was a police officer, I wouldn't want to, if I didn't move somewhere else, or if I grew up in the hood, blah, 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 I would want to be where I come from. Because you understand those people. I mean, yeah, I can police an area like the Broadmoor or some shit like that, or goddamn, can't even think of that fucking Parker, like a rich town, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but to make a difference, especially in the urban community, you can't just send fucking, no offense, people like y'all in there that don't necessarily come from that particular, and there's ghettos and white neighborhoods and shit like that too, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you can't just throw motherfuckers like that in a situation. Hey man, go protect and serve. Like that shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you got some white folks that have racist intent. But even someone with that much power, I have the power to save a life or take a life every time you step out on the street or get in your fucking patrol car. That shit is, not everybody is built for that type of day-to-day ordeal. I have this, bitch. I'm allowed to. It's different from me and you having packing pistols or whatever the fuck, because we don't necessarily have that power. This gives you the power, but you motherfuckers like us only can, depending on how good of criminals motherfuckers is, you can only really exercise that a couple times, if any. You know what I'm saying? More than one, because you're done. These people have unfortunately been able to exercise that multiple times, you know what I'm saying? Hundreds of times, you know what I mean? Thousands of times. Like, that shit is crazy. And it's, what do? You know what I mean? Going in somebody's store, like tearing down the community that you should be trying to help build, you know what I'm saying? In certain instances, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people affected that either aren't racist or don't have anything to do with what the fuck's going on. But look at all the shit being towed up. I get you trying to send a message, but it's just, you know what I mean? Like,
so my response to that is like, I think that I don't think it's necessarily like the training that is the problem. I think it's the precedent, you know, like when we talk about structural racism and how does that come to light? Like, look at like the structure of things. Like, how do we hold people responsible for different things, especially the police force? It's bullshit to me, like, that we can go grab domestic terrorists, like the little white boys that have the fucking fully automatic AKs, and we can arrest him and he's fucking fine. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? We can. There's plenty of opportunity. There's plenty of like some examples where they've been able to go get that person and not hurt them. Yeah. But there's been plenty of times, way too many times, where a police officer has shot an unarmed black person or an innocent black person because the precedent is there's no charge for that or there's an excuse for that, and they've built in the system that there's already excuse for that. That's the systemic part of it. Sure. Like, we in the justice system and the police force have like set this precedent of, okay, that's what we're going to let you get away with because that's how people are racist. And it continues and it continues and it continues. And now with social media and all of these different like local platforms, we are able to now, at a time more so than ever, see how problematic and how freakishly like genocidal it is that like the police force kills off black people at a rate they don't kill other people. And like it's specifically black people. Yeah. And like that is, I think, like the issue. And as to like the rioting aspect of it, I think that like it's not wrong, and maybe this is a little optimistic,
right?
But to believe those exact same people that are as hurt as they are, that like if I'm going out and I'm ripping down like a store because you're on like a main road or whatever, and you're a local business owner, that like when this is all said and done and the point is made and the legislation is passed, I'm going to be the first person that's part of the Rebuild the Community Act, and make sure that I'm there helping rebuild and being responsible and being a part of that community that I am so desperately portraying myself as. And that's why I'm saying it's going to take more than just the protest. And that's why I'm saying amp it up, turn it up. Like, we need to become more organized. And, like, you need to, like, what does the government have over the people? Organization. If people remain organized, you know what I'm saying, and people unite for that cause, we can accomplish a change. We need to amp that shit up.
There's more of us than there is of them.
But you do need to be, like, if you're going to be a part of a community, you know what I'm saying, and you're going to portray or claim that like your passion is what's leading you to this riot. You need to have that passion and that love also fuel you to rebuild that community. And I think it's been done before, and I hope that it...
No, that's real shit. Because you can't just go around fucking people. Like, people... Like I said, people are being...
one of those?
One of these?
Yeah.
Jesus, fire.
Bro, you smacked them. I'm sorry.
Sour Patch Kid Crush.
Yeah, I wanted one too. I can't cap at all, bro.
I'm over here. You got me off the cake?
Gotta have the lighter side of the darker side, man. It's
See, this could be our sponsor right here, bro. Right. What's up with this? Sour Patch.
Real shit. But no, man. I definitely appreciate your outlook on that. Not a lot of people can articulate a situation and assess a situation like this. You know what I'm saying? And really try to, you know, speak intelligently on it and not just, you know what I mean? Like, people be saying some dumbass shit. And a lot of people don't know 1 + 1, but they want to be trying to talk about what people should be doing or trying to, like the blind leading the blind. Like, bro, no, we're the real, I don't want to say leaders, but there are so many people that lead in other things that, hey man, what do we need to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we need to do? You know, and if you are Caucasian and you fuck with niggas, you fuck with us, you need to step up and voice your opinion. They ain't gonna come bust your motherfucking head. You know what I'm saying? You can tell them all kind of shut the fuck up, suck your dicks, fuck your moms and all that. Tell them stop killing us. God damn it. Type shit. I know, and I'm being serious, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, bro. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Nothing has worked. And it's just like, shit has to get bad before it gets worse.
I got one little thing I want to touch on, and then like I'm totally ready to move on if you are. But like the biggest gripe that I have on the planet is like, and this is all you fucking pasty mayonnaise white people on Facebook and Twitter and shit. When people like try and pacify what Martin Luther King like did, and like they like try and like narrow down or like pigeonhole like who he was and his movement in like a couple of buzzwords or like quotes, and they like try and like wield that as like a way to deafen like noise, you know what I'm saying? And it's so insanely like, yo, go read a book. And like, I think it was like 1967.
Martin Luther King didn't die for... Yeah, you're right, bitch. He didn't. He got whacked. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, he got whacked. And it was 1967. Like, he changed his platform and said that like rioting and looting like was an ends to a means in terms of like voicing things like and changing things. Like it's part of like the way that we have to speak as people if we want to see results. Right. Unfortunately, like, but it's a reality, and like you said, you can only kick a dog so long before that dog bites you. Like it will continue to bite you until you fucking like get the message at this point, because it's gotta stop. It does, like. And yeah, but that shit pisses me off. Like, go read a fucking book. 1967, riots, looting. It's fire, man.
Go read a fucking book. So, where do you guys see Juug Dipper 5 years from now?
Big things only.
I see the numbers is going up, definitely. I'll be paying attention. So, I mean, Something's going on.
Yeah, stock going up. 5 years from now, we're gonna be doing the 5-year reunion of the Smoke in the City podcast.
Shut the fuck up.
We're gonna be doing it in Amsterdam in the wherever Amsterdam is. In a coffee shop. I think that Jordan will probably still have good hair.
But I hate airplanes, so I don't know about all that.
All right, what if we take a cruise? Like it's a
cruise. Yeah.
That is a, what? I don't know, man.
Cruise edition.
Bro, I don't trust cruises.
You're making this difficult. You want to do it in Canada?
Word. We could take a tour bus to Canada.
Go to British Columbia.
Yeah.
That sounds
British
cool.
Columbia would be safe.
We go holler at Tory. Tell him to come. Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Be there.
Hey, Champagne Poppy.
Yeah.
Be there, nigga.
Be there.
Yeah.
I want my feature.
Yeah. Why y'all?
Oh, well, I have it.
Niggas think this shit is cap, and they'll be laughing. Yeah, I'm looking at these guys. You know, Drake. Oh,
Drake.
Like Drake. Yeah, exactly. And then when it happens, they gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Oh
no,
shit,
definitely.
it really happened."
Yeah.
So one question I ask all guests when they come here, you know what I'm saying? You know, they only get so much time to try to get to know you and get some insight. We'll start with you. Who is Dipper, and who is Juug? And then y'all could do like a who is Dipper and Juug. I mean, y'all don't have to, but individually, excuse me.
Can I have a shot of Crown?
You
Yeah.
sure can. So who is
Get it.
Dipper?
Dipper, super fun and loving. I'm a super bubbly, charismatic person. I just love having fun with my music. I love expressing how I feel. And my energy I feel daily going through me. You know?
Yeah.
Whenever I hop in the booth, that's what I like to express. I like to show. I really got the energy. I really got that shine.
Yeah.
That's why they call me Dipper.
Dipper.
There ain't more to it. I could be the character or I could be the star. It's shit.
Right.
I'm either fun or I'm either shining at what I do.
Yeah.
That's Dipper.
He's having fun while he's shining, you dig?
Yeah.
No.
You did.
Still dripping, not slipping, on the way. Go crazy.
With a feature by me, probably. And who is Juug?
Juughead Jones is the hustler on the streets that's talking to everybody, that's always getting a little game or giving a little game. And that like on the low key is like artsy and like has over the top ideas and like, you know, like is like looking, you know what I'm saying, at the heavens, like how am I gonna get there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like I swear I think I can like build this stairway to heaven, like.
And very informative. I've learned that too. You be knowing a lot of shit.
Yeah, for
Which is
real.
dope.
You really do be knowing
Like,
shit.
yeah, no, that's cool.
Learn.
I be around too many dumb motherfuckers that don't know nothing. I like to learn.
You dig the vibes, like yeah.
Right, real shit. So tell them where the fuck they can find y'all, your social handles, anything you need to let them know.
Go crazy on them. Instagram.
This
OG Dipper. Facebook Dipper. Shit, I don't be using Twitter, so just go follow my Instagram.
Fuck
Go
Twitter.
crazy on Instagram. That's what I use.
But porn and
Instagram
Elon
handle.
Musk.
Oh, handle at OG Dipper.
On what?
Instagram.
Word.
Yeah.
So you can add me on Snapchat at Connajay.
Okay.
You can go find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Juughead_Jones. Juughead is spelled Juug, 2 U's, 1 G. There's only 1 G like me, you feel me? Alright. Instagram, Juughead Jones, JUUGHEAD_Jones. I hope to God you know how to spell Jones. Like, Facebook, same shit. Yeah, go follow me. Hoochies, Lucy's, and Sushi on the way.
And
yeah.
y'all on Spotify and all that shit. Y'all
Yeah, Spotify.
I know
Apple.
that. I'm just saying that for the show's sake. They on Spotify. They on Apple Music.
Go get Promise featuring Juughead Jones and Futuristic. Hottest song out of Colorado Springs right now.
Right now.
Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, Amazon Music, Google Play. You can find it on Dipper's profile. Just go in the artist search Dipper, search Dipper. It'll definitely
Dipper.
pop
Promise.
up. Yeah, or you can search Juughead Jones again. Like it's I promise shit's fire. Like go peek at our catalogs and shit. Mixtapes on the way. And appreciate you, City, for having us on.
Man, I fuck with y'all.
Sir.
You notice we had to do it, man. Episode 6, Juug Dipper, Smoking the City, and we out.